All right, thank you so much, Ms. Woodfin, for meeting with me today. I'm going to be coming into your room for a whole group lesson. So I just wanted you to tell me, we're going to have a little conversation about what I can expect to see and what I can look for. Tell me about what standards are you going to be teaching during this time?
So we're going to actually be combining two standards. We're going to combine the standard on expository writing and on argumentative writing. And we're going to be looking at the writing prompt specifically.
Okay.
And we're going to be analyzing the prompt and turning that prompt into a question and then into a claim or a thesis statement.
Wow, that sounds great. Into a question and then thesis. Okay, so that's a lot. Sounds like you've had a lot of previous background knowledge for these students. Tell me how what they're going to be doing now relates to what you've done previously.
So, what we have noticed from our data in the past is our students are really struggling on finding a way to state a claim
Mm,
and sticking with that topic throughout their essay. And if you look at the best samples on the Florida website, you'll see there's tons of prompts from previous grades or
mm-hmm.
grades, advanced grades, and we've used those in the past, but our students have a really hard time turning that into their topic sentence or their thesis statement. And so we have looked at ways that we can do that, and the
Mm-hmm.
best way that we're going to practice that is turning it into a question. What is this prompt really asking? And then how then can we turn that question, restate that question into a thesis statement?
That sounds good. So it's almost like thinking about your thinking. What is this asking me to do? And how that I know that this is asking me to do, what can I then do? How can I write a topic on it? That sounds
Yes.
good. So what can I expect to see the students' work doing in there?
So our students are going to be that day. We're going to do a gradual release model.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with I do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to provide them an expository writing prompt and an argumentative writing prompt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to walk them through the steps of turning it into a question and then turning it into a claim.
Okay.
We call it a claim in eighth grade
Okay.
because regardless, it's a claim, but it's also known as the thesis statement.
Okay.
And then um, once I've done that, I'm also going to show them how to write a hook based on
Mm.
that statement. So, how do I then grab the reader's attention
Mm-hmm.
based on that topic? And then after that, they'll get to practice. So, the first step will be we do,
Mm-hmm.
and they will all be given dry erase markers,
Okay.
and they will be writing their prompts directly on their desk.
Oh, fun.
So we will start with the prompt together, and then we will together turn that prompt into a question and then turn it into a thesis statement.
Perfect.
And we'll do the same with hooks. We'll look at different types of hooks, and I'm really trying to give them tools to put in their pocket so that they can pull 3 or 4
Mm-hmm.
examples of a hook or 3 or 4 examples of
I love
ways to
that.
do that. And so then they'll move into the you do model.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes we do, you all do, but the we do is going to be a little more collaborative.
Right.
So it'll be then the you do model, and they'll write that on a piece of paper,
Mm.
and then I'll collect that as their exit ticket.
Awesome. So an exit ticket. Perfect. All right, I'm excited. So, what you've already pretty much answered this one of what instructional strategies will you use to help students. So it sounds like you'll be doing gradual release. Sounds like you're going to be doing a lot of modeling.
Yes, and also I when we do the we do, oftentimes what I'll do is I'll start them off
Mm-hmm.
on the project or on the prompt, and then I will ask them to work with their groups.
Mm-hmm.
After spring break, we have moved more towards ability based versus
Mm.
in the past it's been um, peer learning groups. We're moving more towards ability based groups, just so that I can then target and really teach the students who need that additional
Need that
support.
additional, the one-on-one support.
Yes.
That
And
sounds
there's
great.
still peer learning happening in there
Mm-hmm.
as well. So that's another instructional model. I've found that when you have 1 or 2 students who can teach it maybe a different way, they're maybe
Mm-hmm.
more likely to listen to their peer than they are to the
Mm.
teacher.
So it sounds like you're differentiating amongst your peer groups, which is really great.
Yes.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you want me to look for? Anything specifically?
Yeah, so I like whole group a lot, but sometimes it's not glamorous. It's very this these are the notes, this is
Yes.
the topic. And so maybe some ways that could be more engaging
Okay.
for my students. Maybe I know that we do a lot of the fun, more engaging activities in our second half of the class, which is our station work,
Yeah.
our small groups. But the whole group, I think, is a vital part of their learning
Right,
as well.
absolutely.
And so, how do we keep that interest there so they're not acting out or misbehaving, and people can learn?
Absolutely. All right, I can definitely help you with that. All right, Miss Woodfin, I'm excited to be in your class, and I will see you on this lesson. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anything else for me?
I'm good.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thanks.